All right, London is hard at work. George Hampel is waiting for his next customer, and well, Jim Wee and I am his next customer. But I just was at Newell Funeral Home and paid my respects to Lenny Krappus. And when you think Pittsburgh Barber School and great barbers and stylists, you have to think Lenny Krappus. Isn't that right, sir?
Oh yeah, Lenny Krappus is a legend.
He is. Guy, just 55 years in the same building, the same business. I mean, that's what you call a testament of withstanding the test of time.
Oh yeah, he's well known.
Put it on your boss over there. What were you saying?
I said Lenny Krappus is well-known barber. Good barber.
Talk about being a barber today. And it seems as though, and Jimmy and I've had this conversation many times, lots of barber shops popping up in Beaver County. I don't know if it's the in thing, or it's a cool thing, the Pittsburgh Barber School doing great work out of Ambridge. Why do you think so many barber shops? It's kind of like a throwback to what it was like in the 50s and 60s when the mills were booming, George.
Well, I always knew the barber business would come back in. You know, owning a salon in Chippewa for 28 years, the guys always wanted their own place to go. And so Lenny Krappus was one of the very few barbers that you could still go and be a barbershop. So I came down here and I wanted to open an old-fashioned barbershop, and this is what I got. But I knew it would come back again, and it's strong. Real strong.
Here's what else I love about George. He worked for a number of years at the same place that my dad, and speaking of Rochester, the Pratts, my godfather and cousins all worked. St. Jolette, Zinc America, Horsehead, whatever you want to call it. But the last time I think I was here, we were talking about the great job that the Royal Dutch Shell Company has done, and they're going to have 6,000 people, union laborers there over the next couple of years, building this incredible place, which already is a showpiece, and it's going to have about 500 jobs when it's all said and done. But all of the livestock, the feeder stock, all of the plants that are going to pop up around it, including plastic plants, and all of the piping that's going to be needed, and hopefully U.S. Steel will get some of that work. We look for an economic boom, and especially if you're here in Vanport, where he is, or obviously the Main Street in Beaver. And I'll tell you, they're going to sell a lot of hot dogs at the Brighton Hot Dog Shop as well. So you worked at St. Jolette, and if my dad were alive, or my godfather, they would be absolutely excited what Shell has done there. It's absolutely incredible, isn't it?
Oh, definitely incredible. It's just unbelievable when you go across that bridge and you see where St. Joe was and how dirty St. Joe was, and now it's all clean and pristine, and it's a great thing for our community.
All right, and this is a great place to stop, but I really think if you can, pick up the phone, make a little call to George's Old Fashioned Barber Shop and make an appointment, because whatever he's doing, 5 stars, and it's truly one of the most successful shops anywhere in the valley. And because you think of the history and people like Jim Ween and George and others and the young guys that are making their way into this great profession, the sky's the limit. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later tonight from Legacy Studios. Ted Arnaud and I going to look back at that terrible loss for the Steelers against Jacksonville and what lies ahead and what coaches he thinks will or will not be with them. And now that Ben says 3 more years, what do they need to add a few extra pieces to the puzzle? And we're also going to preview this weekend's NFC and AFC championship games as well. Good afternoon.